I want US policy to be more like the US military. That was intentionally inflammatory. Please stick with me on this one. Because I am an Ameri-can, not an Ameri-can't. The US military gets new toys under two circumstances. Circumstance one. Somebody in a room has an idea for something cool that nobody else in the world has yet for their military. So these are the two components. Something that's cool, nobody else has it. For example, the United States has a belt-fed grenade launcher. At the time that this was invented, somebody was thinking, what if we took a machine gun and a grenade launcher and made them the same thing? And somebody else said, that would be really cool. And somebody else said, nobody else has that. Circumstance 2 is when our military rivals announce that they have something cool and it's better than ours. Gun, fighter, jet, tank, missile, whatever. Because as soon as the military finds out that somebody has a cooler toy than we've got, they immediately get to the boys in the back room, give them the spec sheet for what our enemies say they have, and then those guys get hopped up on caffeine and whatever, and they develop the next thing specifically to be at least 20% cooler than whatever it is that our enemies have. And then that brings me to where I want US policy to be like our military. Because wouldn't it be awesome if American voters and politicians heard about something that some other country does better than the United States? Education, healthcare, I don't care. Whatever. And our immediate response was, oh, fuck no. Ours needs to be at least 10% better than that. Right? But most of the time what happens is if we talk about some other country doing something better than what we do, we get defensive, poke holes in it being better or whatever, and then talk about how ours is good enough or how ours has always been good enough, or like people start making jokes about World War II or whatever. And so that immediate defensiveness about what we currently have, instead of being aggressively competitive about being measurably better, we get aggressively competitive about being narratively better. Fuck that. I want a politician to hear that some other country does a public service better than us, for them to go over there, make detailed, complex notes on everything that makes it better than ours, and then come home with a clipboard and a pissed off attitude about how we need to be better than this shit yesterday.